Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. So, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be replacing the hard drive that's on this thing over to this thing. And that's because HP back in around 2000, 2004, you know, the early years of 2000s, you know, HP was run by fucking dickbags because they thought it was a good idea to stick in some bullshit little proprietary IDE connector to hook up your hard drive to. And are you fucking shitting me? And the stupid connector thingy don't work because some of the pins on it are missing. And I tried makeshifting a solution to make it work, and you know, of course it fucking doesn't. This battery works. It already ran dry. So it is a very easy. Okay, fucking hell. It's super easy. Okay. The most easiest way to remove a hard drive. 2-year-old can do it. I'm gonna show how to do it. Okay, very easy tutorial. Alright. And yep. So see, this is what I'm talking about. So if I move this out of the way, you would see what I'm talking about here. Because if we were to look over here, look at that. That is not, there we go. That is not a standard IDE connector. That is HP's own bullshit implementation of one. And you are required to use the stupid little adapter from HP in order to stick in the stupid hard drive. So you see, this is what the adapter looks like. If I could zoom into it, and if it will focus, which, there we go. You see, that's what it looks like. And you can see, if you look very closely, shut the fuck up, you will notice that some of the pins are missing. And you can see I stuck in an end of a paper clip in an attempt to at least make it work. I guess I don't know what the fuck I was thinking there, but it didn't work. So yeah, here we are. We can't use the computer until I buy a new stupid adapter, or if I try harder in an attempt to make it work, which I don't know if I would. So yeah, we'll pull this stupid ass adapter out, and you would clearly see that's what the IDE connectors are supposed to look like. You know, that's how God intended. And how God intended is for a computer that uses the IDE bus to use a IDE connector. But instead what HP did, and Dell and many others, is that they decided to implement their own bullshit little fucking IDE proprietary garbage for you to buy their stupid fucking proprietary adapters. So, again, whatever executive or engineer at HP, hopefully they suffer a slow, long death, or even coming up of thinking of such a stupid solution, because it's fucking annoying. So, you know, we gotta pull the lock here. Ah, fucking hell. You fucking shit. I'm gonna fucking kill someone. It's fucking hard to do this with one hand. There we go. See, this battery pack still works. It's a Toshiba original, oh my god. Anyways, so I don't remember if this computer also uses a proprietary drive, because it's a wild card with Toshiba machines. Some of them use their own weird looking solution of a proprietary hard drive. Others, they don't. So we're gonna find out, I guess. But yeah, I think this is where the hard drive bay is. I mean, I would think so, right? This has to be the one that's big and obvious. See? And look at that. I was that much of a good Samaritan myself that I included these screws. Great. And if I feel it correctly, that's the proper IDE connector. So if we were to move the shit around, you would notice something. Look at that. If I can move to proper lighting. Look at that. You see? That is how God intended. And HP didn't follow God's rules. So this is why they are a failure of a company with their garbage pavilion machines that are fucking trash. Anyways, so that's the thing. I don't even remember what the hell this hard drive contains, but whatever it does, I do not give a shit. So we're gonna have to initialize the drive when we're done. I don't remember in what orientation this thing goes in. We're gonna find out. It goes in the other way. Okay. Alright, now. Oh my god. What the fuck? There we go. Nah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to do it with one hand. I don't know how people can do it. I'm gonna cut it. I got this thing. I put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And yeah, so it should boot on. It should boot. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't unless it fucking died. Yeah, shut the fuck up. So we're gonna set the date and time. See, this is the stupid thing with older Toshiba BIOS setups is that you will notice that it shows up that you can set the parameters. What the fuck? What the? Oh, that's why. Yeah, Toshiba does this shit in a really retarded way. So it is the 15th. And it is 2025. And it is not 14, it's 1500. So it is 1505. Okay. And I think everything here is all hunky-dory. I think so. You see the boot priorities like that. This thing don't have a CD drive, so you know that's what makes it more complicated. because I just remembered a tiny little quirk with this machine, and which is going to complicate things furthermore. And yeah, so we will save the changes, and fuck me. I need to do a Control-Alt-Delete. Shit. Power this shit on. I don't remember what is the exact... Is it tab? No, it's not tab. No, what the fuck was the stupid key? F1 is to access the setup. No, escape is to access the setup, and then you press F1. Okay, then it's probably just F1. No. Fuck. Was it enter or was it space then? Because what we're trying to do is access... Fuck. What we're trying to do is access the boot switcher. And it's different on these Toshibas, on every fucking Toshiba, because... Yeah, okay. I gotta seriously remember because I fucking forgot. Okay, so it's not escape, it's not enter, it's not... Do I have to fucking start mashing every fucking key on the keyboard? I thought it was tab, I thought it was... No, don't fucking boot into Windows 2000. fucking bitch. Okay, fine, we'll do this. Okay, so it's F2. And you will notice that Toshiba has a particular way of setting its the screen for the boot selector, that being the icons right here. Now, if you were to notice something, you will notice that neither do these icons carry what looks to be a USB disk. Want to know why? Because this thing can't boot to USB. And we don't have an external disk drive either, which is something I probably should have ordered a very long time ago. So how do we do this? Well, I just remembered how I did this before. It was a really retarded solution. So this is why I brought this thing here. It's an SD card. We're going to be installing Windows via the SD card because this thing can boot to SD. Hence why, if this thing can properly... I don't know if it can. You see, there's an SD card and a floppy disk. So that's what we're going to have to do. And in order to prepare the SD, we will have to go through an entire rigmarole of bullshit steps.